just arrived at DIA, Denver International Airport. We're in Green Valley Ranch right now looking at one of our developments that broke ground about a month ago. What's interesting here is the train line connecting this entire area, anchored by the airport west of here, was just completed and operational 90 days ago. And what you can see as we walk through this neighborhood is they're literally building 50 to 100 homes every 3 months. The demand is off the charts. Once we're done touring our development site here, we're going to head on to the Anschutz Medical District. From there, we're going to head to Longmont, which is just north of Boulder. We see opportunity in both, and we're going to take a look at some projects both in Longmont and in Boulder. From there, we're going to head to downtown Denver and finish our day touring projects there.
The whole area used to be a military base, and the old medical center was to the west of here by about 3-4 miles on Colorado and 9th, and they ran out of space. So when this base was decommissioned, they decided to move the medical campus here. You can see that used to be part of the military base straight ahead. You'll have R&D on site, not just patients, but innovation. You'll have residents, students that live on site. You'll have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of square feet of office space and development going on so that you can continue to be one of the preeminent medical centers, research and development centers in the country.
So Tom, how big is the TIF?
Tax increment financing is a public financing method that is used as a subsidy for redevelopment, infrastructure, and other community improvement projects.
The TIF district is a couple square miles, all surrounding the medical center.
And you think the approved uses will be anything medical, office, and housing?
Housing, and there'll probably be some incentive for commercial as well.
Probably retail.
Yeah.
This is also a qualified opportunity zone.
Qualified opportunity zones are economically distressed communities where new investments may be eligible for preferential tax treatment.
We've got two different subsidies. The city wants it built, that's why they're incenting you to do it, and then the federal government wants it built too, and they're offering federal tax subsidies. So this is something that we should take a hard look at.
We are way past Dave's lunch break time. He's getting hangry.
Hey, I'm on Midwest time. It's 1:30 in Chicago. Just finished our lunch, feeling better. Super cool adaptive reuse warehouse building. Nice retail, food hall. We went with the all natural chicken. Isn't all chicken natural, Tom?
It grows by itself, yeah.
I'm a little confused by that. But anyway, we're now gonna get in the car. We're gonna drive a good way north, probably a 40-minute drive with traffic to Longmont. We're going to take a look at some development sites up there. Longmont is the affordable alternative to Boulder. And then we're actually going to go just a little bit south of Boulder and check out some deals in Boulder as well. So let's get busy. We got a lot to do. There they are. They're everywhere. Look at this.
I'm telling you, man.
See them?
There's no shortage of prairie dogs.
You get near them, they'll bite your
They will
ear
bite
off,
you,
man.
yes.
And they all gang up on you together.
I feel like that's a Simpsons episode.
They hold you down. We're in Longmont looking at a potential development site. Major access to the freeway. That's Highway 119. Tom, that's an old sugar mill, is that right?
That's right. They used to produce raw sugar from sugar beets at that mill.
Yeah. And so that entire site over there is actually in a qualified opportunity zone. This site is not. That's how arbitrary these maps are drawn. So Tom, let's talk prairie dogs.
Let's talk prairie dogs.
We're experienced with prairie dogs now. So would that be a prairie dog mound?
That is a prairie dog mound. If you stand here long enough, a prairie dog may come out of that.
If we were to start a project like this, wouldn't it start with trying to figure out where to move prairie dogs?
That's the first thing. We'd have to find a safe place for prairie dogs to live. We'd have to get them all out of the site and move them to a safe place.
Like our neighbor's site?
Neighbor's site would be great. Longmont is a suburb or small community of the larger Boulder metro, which is obviously part of the larger Denver metro. It's a much quieter, less hectic lifestyle than what you might find in Boulder or Denver.
Is it time for a donut?
It's always time for a donut. We just drove through another competitive property of the Longmont development deal. We got a sense of what 2018 vintage product looks like, and now we're going to head down to Boulder, and then we'll look at a couple of opportunities down there. We're in Boulder looking at some office opportunities. This deal behind us is a mid-70% lease, 1980s vintage asset.
What I really like about this asset is the location. You're on a hard corner, busy artery street, and then 2 blocks from this asset you have the investment of the city where they're trying to redevelop. 300,000 square foot Google buildings are being purpose-built. This is the type of building that it will draft. This is the last office building we're going to see in Boulder, and then we're going to head downtown, finish our day down there. It's about 5:30 right now. Beautiful, sun setting. You can see the mountains in the background. It's gorgeous. You can tell why people live out here. This is 80 to 85% occupied office building. The story here is it's the third asset in the portfolio of 3 we're looking at. We would buy them all 3 together. Trap rents, meaning we believe rents are higher than the leases that are in place today. And a value add store, we put in more capital in order to attract better tenants who pay more rent. It's worth looking at. We'll take some more looks at it. The sunset in beautiful downtown Denver. We're right by Union Station at this point, which is the major metro hub. All the trains are coming in. Tremendous density down here. You've got office, multifamily, condos, retail. We're big believers in this area. We think it's going to continue to grow for the next 10 years and beyond. We're going to sign off from Denver. It's been a long day. I think we started at 5:30 in the morning and we're well in the evening at this point. We'll see you soon.